Right, guys, you may have seen this that broke last night in regards to FSG wanting to buy an NBA team. This is not new news. Like, we've known for a while that FSG are wanting to invest in the American sport, and this is potentially why Liverpool is up for sale. You know, there was rumours earlier on when Liverpool got put for sale that it was going to be the Washington Commanders, and now Bill Simmons, a sports analyst from America, has put out a podcast, and he tweeted to obviously promote his podcast. He mentioned that FSG and LeBron James are looking to buy an NBA team either in Vegas or Seattle. He also mentioned it could take $4 billion for this to happen. Actually, in the podcast, he said $4.4 billion at the highest. Now, do I believe that the football club has been sold as of now? No, I don't. Do I believe that there's a bid in? Yeah, I believe there's many bids in. Do I believe that it's close? I think it's a lot closer than we think. I don't think that Bill Simmons, a guy who I've done a little bit of research into, would just spout this off. You know, he sounds like he would have sources. Early on in his career, he was known as the Boston sports guy. You know, like, where does FSG originally come from? Boston. Do you know, there's links a little bit there. He's got a massive following on social media, so this guy isn't, he's not nobody in American sport. He knows his things. So it's not come from nowhere, and I do think that the sale of the club is a lot closer than I was starting to think. You know, back when it all first got announced, guys, I was under the impression that this would go through before January. And then the longer it's gone on, we've had the World Cup, we hadn't heard anything credible, really, guys, have we really, to be fair? We've heard about the Saudi consortium with Qatar, we've heard about the Germans wanting to buy us, HSBC, that's the bank, innit? HSBE, they were very interested in us, and there's probably other parties as well that we're not even privy to knowing are interested in Liverpool as well, guys. So I just think now with this breaking over in America that it's got legs as this, because I've done a little bit of looking into it and I actually listened to the podcast as well. It's for the expansion of the NBA, which starts in 2024. So it's not something that's going to start next year. The NBA season typically starts in October. So we've still got more than a year, just under 2 years until this would have to go through from now, obviously. But as we know, when Anfield's been expanded, it takes a long time. Like, in the podcast, they were saying, like, if it's going to go to Vegas, they're going to have to build, infrastructure, stadium, potentially. So I feel like if this is going to go through, guys, and it's related to this, it's got to happen soon. Just because they've got to get the ball moving over there. They've got to get it all set up, ready to go for 2024. So this does kind of make me feel like that the sale of the club could be, I wouldn't say imminent, but it's a lot closer than I was starting to feel. Like, I was starting to feel we weren't going to hear anything until, like, summer that it had been done or something like that. But I don't think January, like, I would love it to happen in January. That's why we're hearing all these rumours about Enzo potential, like, being bought and then loaned back out. Jude Bellingham being done. Loads of players we've been linked with, and it's one of them where it's a bit confusing sometimes as well, because you've got to think, is this just newspaper talk? Because they know that Liverpool fans are going to be like clicking on everything because we're so excited about new owners coming in, and we think like, oh, we've been linked with this player who's going to cost 100 million. Oh, we've been linked with this player who's been cost 100 million. That must mean we're getting new owners. It could be that, or it could be the fact that, like, I personally believe that we could sign Enzo and Bellingham together, but for all we know, guys, it could be another Shimikas Jamal Lewis situation, where I think it was Jamal Lewis, where it looked like we were going to sign the Norwich left back, when really we were playing him off, Shimikas to get a better deal. Like, is that going to be the case here with Bellingham and Enzo? Like, are we playing them off against each other? Like, I don't know. I would hope to think we're not, and I'd hope to think that we could sign both of these players. But it's one of them guys, isn't it? Yeah. Let's just see what happens. I am a lot more what kind of word I could use? I'm a lot more open to the fact now that I think that the sales could happen like within a month or two now, with this news coming out. Just because I feel like they've got to get it done and then the ball moving over there to be ready for the NBA season in 2024. I just think it's going to take a lot of time to get it set up. You know what I mean? They're going to need more than 6 months or a year to get that set up, in my opinion anyway. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this last night. Do you think the deal's imminent? Do you think it's further away, or what? Do you think it's just another thing that we already know about? Let me know down below, guys. Give this video a like, and if you've not done so already, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything else I've got going on, and I'll catch you in the next one.